Hello my peeps, this Algebra Nation video will cover workbook page 71, the left side.
Going to be the test. So here we go. Two questions. A graph is defined with these 2 points. Which line goes through these 2 points? You have options on a multiple choice. Option 1, let's find the line. 3, 7, 5, 5. I have 2 points. We're going to find the slope. Slope equals y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. 5 minus 7 will give you negative 2. 5 minus 3 is positive 2. And a negative 2 over positive 2 is a slope of negative 1. Notice that all these answers are in slope-intercept form, which means the slope has got to be negative 1, which also means C and D are out. Once we have a slope, we can take the slope in either point, and I'm going to start with point-slope form. But if you want to try a different form, go for it, and we should still get the same answer. Y minus my y coordinate equals mx minus my x coordinate. Y minus, we'll use the first one, 7 equals mx minus 3. Y minus 7 equals, distribute the negative 1, because we have to get it now in slope-intercept form. Negative 1x plus 3. Add the 7 over, and get y equals negative 1x, which is the same as negative x, plus 10. So if we can get e out of the way, we can see the answer is D. What's another way to deal with this if it's multiple choice? Remember, if you have points and you have an equation, you can also put those points into the equation and make sure the left and right side balance, which means I could also go ahead and just plug in a 3 for x and a 7 for y and make sure the left and right side balance. So this is called plugging in and going ahead and checking to make sure the left and right side are equal. So if I plug in y is 7, 7, 7, 7, equal. See what I'm doing? I just plug in a 7 for y. Now I'm going to plug in a 3 for x. Negative 3 to negative x minus 10. Negative 3 plus 10. 3 minus 10. 3 plus 10. And if only one answer works, well then that's got to be it. If 2 answers work, well then you got to try the other point, because any 2 points will give you one unique line. Negative 3 minus 10 is not equal to 7. Negative 3 plus 10 is equal to 7. 3 minus 10, that's not 7. Negative 7. And 3 plus 10 is 13, which is not 7, which helps me verify also the answer is B. That's another way you can figure it out. You plug in. One more.
Ready for a brain break? If you don't get a 399 on the EOC, you might look like this guy.
A line passed through the point 4, 2 and has an x-intercept of 7. Find the equation of the line. So the x-intercept is 7, 0. Because for an x-intercept, y is 0. We have 2 points. Find the slope. Slope is going to be my second y minus my first y divided by my second x minus my first x. And I'll get negative 2 thirds. So now I feel the fraction. So from here, again, you have options. You can do point-slope form, slope-intercept form, and then go ahead and get it to standard form. Or I'm going to go ahead in this case, this is multiple choice, and plug in to verify. But if you have a different method, by all means, post it on the wall, and we can see how they're all the same. So in this case, what am I going to do? I'm going to avoid the fraction. I'm going to plug in to verify. So that means x is 7, and let's see, y's got to be a 0. So I'm going to plug in each one of these choices and see what happens here. So between choices A, B, C, and D, x is 7, y is 0. 2 times 7 0 equals 14. 2 times 7 plus 3 times 0 equals 14. 3 times 7 plus 2 times 0 equals 14. 3 times 7 minus 2 times 0 equals 14. Pause the video, write that all down, and see which answers actually work. And realize that whichever way that you try, it's going to take a few minutes to solve. That's 14 minus 0, so that one works. 14 plus 0 is 14. 21 plus 0 is not. 21 minus 0 is not 14, so C, you're out. And in this case, we have two choices left. So what do you do with those two choices? What do we have to do? All right, let me get out of the point. I'm going to go ahead and flip for the answer. No, we can't do that. Hold on. We're not flipping for the answer. We're going to take the other point and plug in. Because remember, 2 points will give you one unique log. So now I'm going to take 4, 2 and plug into the two choices that are left, A and B. 2 times 4 minus 3 times 2 equals 14. 2 times 4 plus 3 times 2 equals 14. 8 minus 6 is not 14. 8 plus 6 is 14. And B is your answer. So I wanted to show you one whole question where you plug in both points, but realize that you had to plug in both. You have other options, but overall, find the equation of a line. You need either a point and a slope or 2 points. Make sure you realize there's different forms of the line, and there's going to be more than one way to go ahead and find the equation of the line. So there's going to be a lot of discussion you're going to hopefully have between finding the equation of a line one way versus the other,